looked like a difficult afternoon. You were missing some players against difficult, physical, hard-nosed Jamaican team. What did you think of the performance?
Yeah, I thought it was what we expected. We knew, the Jamaican team, they've been taking a bit of heat on their performances, so we knew they were going to come out firing, and I thought we controlled that well. The first 45 minutes, I thought Canada were in control, but we never really threatened them at the levels that we can. So just not being able to find that opposite side quick enough, or create that cross or shoot an opportunity. And then the second half, I think again, we had some good control, but they're always going to catch you at set pieces and counter attacks, and we had to be pretty resilient in some moments. So, I think the main thing, Neil, is we love to get 3 points here, but we've taken 2 away from Jamaica and added 1 and stayed undefeated, and it's not easy to do on the road. So, I'm happy with how the boys came through that tonight, given how many players we were missing, but at the same time, just the commitment of that group to get out there and again, in some tough conditions, just give everything, which is what they've done.
Thank you. John Molinaro, followed by Alexander Gagne.
Thanks, Richard. Hi, John. From just watching from Canada here on the television, the pitch seemed to be pretty heavy and bumpy. Of course, it's the same for both sides, so I know you're not going to make that as an excuse, but I mean, how difficult was that playing surface? How much did that sort of affect the fluidity and flow of the game?
Yeah, it is difficult. I mean, we're a team that, the type of players we've got. We rely on our build-up strategies. We rely on, our transitional work. And the Jamaican style, it's very direct, second phase, and then they break your lines. So, I think they tailor their style to their conditions here, and I thought they did well at that. I think for Canada, we had to adapt. We said we needed to get things in behind a bit quicker, and I think that could have been better, particularly the first half. We were just missing those runs in behind that would allow us to be a bit more direct. But at the same time, I thought we had some good control on a tricky pitch, and the boys showed that spirit to want to play and play their style and their identity, and they've came away with a good point. I think this is a good point. Will Rue missing 2, but I think coming out of this, Mexico is a tough place to get a point. Jamaica is a tough place to come and get a point. And we're on our way back home now for 3 home matches. So this is what we've been waiting for, to come back and have our fans, lift us up and push us through these next 3 games, and finally, start making it difficult for our opponents as well.
Thank you. Question 3 of 6, Alexander, followed by Daniel Wheeler.
Hello, John. Hope you're doing well. Just kind of wanted to ask you about that midfield battle, because as mentioned by John, the pitch obviously wasn't the greatest. How did that kind of impact control in the midfield? And do you think that maybe had an impact on your team's ability to create chances tonight?
Yeah, they had to settle it. They had to settle it twice, and it just slowed the game down. So you could see at times they were overthinking their touch, and it just meant that they couldn't shift the ball as fluidly as they normally would. But at the same time, I thought we had some good moments, which with a bit more quality, I think we could have taken 3 points tonight. I mean, the Jamaicans had a great opportunity off the set piece, but outside of that, there wasn't much doing. I think for us, there was good control of the game. We just couldn't find that half a yard that you need to get the shot off, and at times it was just trying to settle the ball for the cross that would bobble up, or being able to have that extra touch like Fonzie needs to get on the dribble and beat his man. So yeah, it was difficult, you got to say, but at the same time, I think they put a shift in, and we came out with the point, and we'll take it.
Thank you. Daniel, followed by Peter, and then Joshua.
Coach Daniel Wheeler from the Gleaner in Jamaica. Wanted, given the the amount of times that you threatened Mexico in the last game and really gave them a torrid time in the Azteca. Was today's game, was it a matter of you just not being able to get that kind of dynamic in the attack, or was it more about the Jamaicans being able to hold you? Was it a combination of both?
Yeah, I think the Jamaican profile is it's a different team to Mexico. You know, different conditions, different pitch. It's a completely different type of game. You know, the Mexicans, as you know, they're going to high press you. They're going to try and play, you know, a brand of football that gives you some more opportunities on transition. I think the Jamaican team were solid today. You know, that's a pretty formidable group when they commit their minds to defending and playing in transition. You know, that's a tough team to play against. So they did well. I mean, that's you know, they've stifled us to 1 point, but they've dropped 2 points. And you know, you've got to win your home games. So I think we'll come away happier. I think we have to, because we're going into a stretch of 3 home matches and really looking forward to being back in our own country.
Peter, followed by Joshua, please.
Hi, John. On the subject of, you know, making those runs in behind quicker and everything else that you've touched on already, what have you made of Jonathan David's 2 performances here thus far in the window?
Yeah, I mean, the effort he's putting in is second to none. I mean, the effort I've seen from Jonathan is, as a number 9, he's just given everything. And I think the tricky thing for John is he likes to play off someone, and you know, having Kyle around him is always the best balance for this team. So he's had to shoulder a bit on his own, and you know, there was little link-ups with Azario you're seeing at the Azteca. I thought he's making runs that are unselfish and helping others. But he's always there in the box. He's always in and around where he needs to be. And I thought his performance was steady. Again, you know, it was difficult tonight. You know, a very athletic team, you know, a team that doesn't give you much in behind. But when he was asked to come off the front and link, I thought he did that well. And again, some tricky conditions.
Question number 6, Joshua Cloak. Joshua, might have put down your hand. Laura Armstrong.
Hey, John, thanks for taking the time. You've mentioned a couple of times, but going home to Canada now, not just for this game on Wednesday against Panama, but then Edmonton. What does it mean to you to now have these 3 straight games in Canada after sort of ping-ponging around for the first 5?
Yeah, well, we've gone to the USA, and we've gone to Jamaica, we've gone to Mexico, we've played in heat. We've played in altitude, we've played on bumpy pitches, we've played in front of raucous crowds. We've had 2-day turnarounds on travel. We've had suspensions, we've had injuries, but finally we get a chance to come home. And that's what we've been waiting for. I mean, these 3 games mean everything to the players, to be able to, you know, settle into an environment that we can control, where we're not getting scouted every training session, and yeah, where we can get our rhythm going and feel the love from our country. You know, we're aware that our fans are behind us, and we're going to feel that on, you know, Wednesday night at BMO Field. We're going to feel that what it's like to play in front of a packed house in BMO Field, and then we'll do it again in Edmonton, and it'll be our time to take it to another level and play in the conditions we want to play in. So we're excited, Laura. Means a lot.